But she watched him, followed him in a cab with drawn blinds to the office, to his house, in the hope of seeing him pass by. He would have liked to strangle her, but he controlled himself on account of his position on La Vie Française, and he endeavored by means of coldness, and even at times harsh words, to make her comprehend that all was at an end between them. Then, too, she persisted in devising ruses for summoning him to Rue de Constantinople, and he was in constant fear that the two women would someday meet face to face at the door. On the other hand, his affection for Madame de Marelle had increased during the summer. They were both bohemians by nature. They took excursions together to Argenteuil, Bougival, Maison and Poissy, and when he was forced to return and dine at Madame Walter's, he detested his mature mistress more thoroughly, as he recalled the youthful one he had just left. He was congratulating himself upon having freed himself almost entirely from the former's clutches when he received the telegram above mentioned. He reread it as he walked along. He thought, what does that old owl want with me? I am certain she has nothing to tell me except that she adores me. However, I will see. Perhaps there is some truth in it. Clotilde is coming at 4. I must get rid of the other one at 3 or soon after, provided they do not meet. What jades women are! As he uttered those words, he was reminded of his wife, who was the only one who did not torment him. She lived by his side and seemed to love him very much at the proper time, for she never permitted anything to interfere with her ordinary occupations of life. He strolled toward the appointed place of meeting, mentally cursing Madame Walter. I will receive her in such a manner that she will not tell me anything. First of all, I will give her to understand that I shall never cross her threshold again. He entered to await her. She soon arrived, and seeing him, exclaimed, "Ah, you received my dispatch. How fortunate!" "Yes, I received it at the office, just as I was setting out for the chamber. What do you want?" he asked ungraciously. She had raised her veil in order to kiss him, and approached him timidly and humbly, with the air of a beaten dog. "How unkind you are to me! How harshly you speak! What have I done to you? You do not know what I have suffered for you." He muttered, "Are you going to begin that again?" She stood near him awaiting a smile, a word of encouragement, to cast herself into his arms, and whispered, "You need not have won me to treat me thus. You might have left me virtuous and happy. Do you remember what you said to me in the church, and how you forced me to enter this house? And now this is the way you speak to me. Receive me. My God, how you maltreat me." He stamped his foot and said violently, "Enough, be silent. I can never see you a moment without hearing that refrain. You were mature when you gave yourself to me. I am much obliged to you. I am infinitely grateful, but I need not be tied to your apron strings and until I die. You have a husband and I a wife. Neither of us is free. It was all a caprice, and now it is at an end." She said, "How brutal you are, how coarse and villainous. No, I was no longer a young girl, but I had never loved, never wavered in my dignity." He interrupted her. "I know it, you have told me that 20 times, but you have had 2 children." She drew back as if she had been struck. "Oh, Georges!" And pressing her hands to her heart, she burst into tears. When she began to weep, he took his hat. "Ah, you are crying again. Good evening. Is it for this that you sent for me?" She took a step forward in order to bar the way, and drawing a handkerchief from her pocket, she wiped her eyes. Her voice grew steadier. "No, I came to give you political news, to give you the means of earning 50,000 francs, or even more if you wish to." Suddenly softened, he asked, "How?" "By chance, last evening, I heard a conversation between my husband and Laroche. Walter advised the minister not to let you into the secret, for you would expose it." Duroy placed his hat upon a chair and listened attentively. "They are going to take possession of Morocco." "Why, I lunched with Laroche this morning, and he told me the cabinet's plans." "No, my dear, they have deceived you, because they feared their secret would be made known. Sit down," said Georges. He sank into an armchair, and she drew up a stool and took her seat at his feet. She continued, "As I think of you continually, I pay attention